in a day where Arsenal smashed Leeds and someone like Viktor Gyökeres, the Swedish striker, is getting his home debut at the Emirates and a dream debut for him. And the presentation of Eberechi Eze, the Arsenal fan that is absolutely the player, the English international going to the Emirates. The Saka injury and the Odegaard injury happened. And we're going to give you an update about this. We're going to tell you the quotes about Viktor Gyökeres having a dig at Arsenal trolls online and about the trolls and all the people that absolutely trolled him after the first game at Old Trafford against Manchester United, and him responding to everyone, of course, there. And we're going to see what Arteta said about the Saka injury. We're going to see what Arteta said about Gyökeres and about the Ødegaard injury as well. He gave a massive update post the game, so we're going to talk about that. But before we go on and give you all of this, this is Footy Judge Mo. If you're new here, hit that like button. It's very important. If you're only a regular viewer, also a regular viewer, the like button is so important. Hit it. And if you're a rival, let me know in the comment section what you think as well. And subscribe, of course, if you're new. We're on the way to 50K. Number one, before we go to the injuries and the Saka injuries and the extent and how long he's going to be sidelined for, because there is the physio that actually gave us an update online. Viktor Gyökeres, Arteta spoke about him, and this will help him actually evolve now and grow in confidence. In the first half, he was kind of out of the game. And in the second half, he scored a brilliant and a fantastic goal. And that is a goal that is needed for your team. When your team is not creating a lot of chances, when your team is not like finding you, you need to create the chance for yourself. And that is what Viktor Gyökeres did. Ran the channel, broke the offside, and that pass from Calafiori, and he had all the work in the world to do on that left side. That is a goal that is Arsenal currently don't have any player that would score a goal like this, that would receive a ball on the sideline, dribble past two defenders, and slot it in the near post. Kai Havertz at his best wouldn't do this. He wouldn't dribble past two people. Maybe you can say Max Daumann would do that. Maybe say Saka would do this. But a striker that would do this at Arsenal, we haven't seen anyone that can do this at Arsenal. And the reason why this is so important for Arsenal Football Club is that sometimes when the opposition is not letting you create for your striker needs to come up with a solution himself. And that is what Viktor Gyökeres did. On the second goal as well, the penalty that he took, the Vim, I like how he takes penalties. I like it. As I like there is a lot of people that say that, oh my God, he's sluggish, but the way he struck the ball was super good. Can that help Arsenal actually go now and win the league? But there are the injuries that happen. The Kai injury, the Saka injury, and also the Ødegaard injury. That shouldn't be an excuse. And Arteta spoke about this in the post-match interview. But before we show you what he said about the injuries, and he actually said it now, that he doesn't care about the injuries, and he actually now cares only about like the players that are there. Of course, it's unfortunate, but that's why there is a summer window. But there is a dig that Viktor Gyökeres have said about the people. He actually responded that said, there was always pressure. And he said that the celebration with the hair flick was actually responding to the social media troll that happened last game after Man United, because there are people that actually said that he had more hair flicks than touches in the game. So he responding by 2 goals. Now he opens his account. Yes, it's at home at the Emirates. People are going to banter and say it's against relegation team. But I'm telling you, the goal he scored, that first goal, is a goal that you need from your forward. And it was absolutely brilliant and fantastic. Before we actually watch what Arteta said, I wanted to touch on Eze, to be honest with you. I saw the presentation. And I see a player that is just, he didn't believe himself that he's walking out of the Emirates wearing an Arsenal shirt. This is like the dream that comes for someone like Eze. This is a dream. Like, for example, I'm sure Trent Alexander-Arnold had the same feeling for the first time he played for Liverpool at Anfield in front of the crowd. This guy is going to give everything. Apart from all the emotional stuff and him being released at the age of 14, going to Crystal Palace, going, of course, to QPR, and then Crystal Palace, spending 5 years and going to Arsenal. Footballing-wise, I believe that Eze is going to provide something for Arsenal that probably nobody else has at the club. Probably the only guy, to be honest with you, that has this that has what he has is Max Doman. But Max Doman is 15. But Eze is 27. There's a massive experience difference here. The explosiveness, the ability to pick up the ball from the midfield, not as a striker, and actually from the midfield or the winger, and look at defenders in their eyes and go and dribble them. That is Eze, carrying the ball. It's not only about the creation. I know that it's unfortunate that Ødegaard got injured. Ødegaard is creative. Eze is explosive. And that is what Arsenal need. There are players that like this, that do this, that pick up the ball and just dribble and do stuff like this. You know, I'm going to say something that a lot of people might not. Like, you know, Reinders at Man City, when he dribbled two people and created that goal in the first game, that is what Eze is capable of. He's capable of doing these things, and he's capable of scoring himself. And I think he's going to be a star. I think he is destined to be a superstar at Arsenal Football Club. And I can't wait to see him play for Arsenal. Like, I actually, believe it or not, and I know a lot of people will not believe this, 2 years ago, when Man City were linked with him, I said, let Man City have him. I want to see him play for a big club. I want to see him for a team that is able to challenge for the title. Crystal Palace, with all due respect, weren't going to challenge for the title. But that is what he said. That is what Eze will actually provide to Arsenal. But now, let's go and watch and see what Mikel Arteta have said about the injuries and about the performances and about all things that happened at the game. So let's hear what he said.
An opening day victory, absolutely massive signing in the transfer window, and then an enormous win today back at home. That must feel incredibly good.
Yeah, it's very good. Really important to start at home in the way that we've done it. The atmosphere was incredible from the beginning. The team played in a really convincing way, scored 5 goals, another clean sheet, which is great. And then we had some special.
Very good to highlight that Arsenal have 2 clean sheets. One of the things that Arsenal rely on are clean sheets, and now they are having the clean sheets. 2 clean sheets against Man United and against Leeds. We'll see what they do at Anfield. I'm not expecting a clean sheet though, because Liverpool are just amazing going forward.
Moments as well. Viktor scoring the first goals for the club, Gyökeres scoring twice, Mosquera having his debut for the club, and of course Max at 15 making his debut for the club.
What a player Max Doman gonna be for Arsenal. What a talented footballer. To be honest with you, I think if Max Doman plays, Gyökeres can get the golden boot, because I think the more Max Doman plays, the more penalties Arsenal will get, and just Gyökeres just gonna feed off the penalties. He's gonna score the more. Max Doman can get you a penalty every game. Every time he plays, he's so direct that he will win you free kicks and penalties like this. He's amazing, amazing kid.
Which I think was one of the highlights of the day.
35 minutes on the pitch and already wins a penalty for you. Extraordinary. And then Eze, and since the announcement of his signing, the news that he called you on Wednesday just to check that he couldn't come to the club, and you went into a board meeting and brought him in. How usual is that, and how much did that put?
That's how much Eze wanted to join Arsenal, by the way. It's the call that he knew that Spurs are just about to finalize the deal, and he gave a call to Mikel Arteta. That's a guy who wants to join the club. And what Mikel Arteta is going to say now is key. That
your heartstrings.
Well, that shows you how much he wanted to come. And it's very difficult sometimes because you want to be very open and transparent with the players. And obviously they have to make decisions in their careers that are very, very important. But I'm delighted to have him. You can tell how much it means for him, for his whole family. So we're going to our family, and I'm sure we're going to have some great moments together.
There is so much to talk about in this game. You said that the teammates have to help Gyökeres get those goals. He's got 2 today. And we also have to look at the beautiful finish from Saka, but 2 big injuries of your 2 leaders. If there hadn't been such a big transfer window, that would be the lead story tonight. How are they both?
Well, I think we've learned the lesson from last season and the squad that you need right now. And that was...
That's exactly what Arsenal wanted to do this window, to have backup, to have depth, to have enough depth at the club. So nobody come up with excuses. Nobody says that Arsenal don't have enough depth. They signed Madueke, can play on the right. And I want to know what you guys think in the chat, in the comment section as well. What do you guys think will happen now if Saka's out for 2-3 weeks? We'll actually get you the update that the physio said after the game. That's a very good account that actually tells you how much they're going to miss actually Odegaard and Saka. But let's listen to what Arteta have said.
It was a constant. That's how we acted in the market, the way we've done, because we have so many games, anything can happen. It happened to two of our most important players. We already lost Kai. So, yeah, we're going to need everybody at his best, and we're going to need a lot of luck as well to make sure we don't lose many of those.
Can you elaborate on their injuries for us?
I don't know. Obviously, I haven't spoken to the doctor yet, but Bukayo to come off, for sure, it will look something that is significant.
An opening.
Him talking about Bukayo Saka and the significance of the injuries, and him giving a hint at the end that he thinks it might be significant. Hopefully it is not. This is the physio that actually, he does all these things on Twitter, but I think he gives a brief analysis of the injury. He's saying that Saka has left with a hamstring injury. The expected recovery will be, if it's grade 1, it's 2 to 4 weeks. If it's grade 2, it's 4 to 6. If it's grade 3, probably he's going to need surgery. What he had before was grade 3. That's who's awake. Based on the incident, it looks likely it's grade 1 or 2. I actually expected that as well. He might be out from 2 to 6 weeks. It's good for Arsenal that they have an international break, so they already have 4 weeks in the bag. He's not going to play next game anyway, so he can recover in that period. He doesn't need surgery if it's only a grade 2 injury. I know that from experience as well, that if it's a tear, it's a grade 2, you can actually come back. The problem is this is not the same hamstring that required surgery last season. That is what it's reported. It's not some recurrence injury for him. That I think that is a different hamstring as it is reported. They will actually give reports about it more tomorrow, but I believe it's going to be a grade 1 or grade 2 maximum. And I think it's good news for Arsenal that he's not gonna suffer grade 3 injury. Hopefully he's back. He's Arsenal catalyst. That's why Arsenal have Eze. That's why Arsenal bought Madueke. That's why Arsenal have Nwaneri and Max Doman. So they have the depth to actually battle this. For Martin Ødegaard, the shoulder injury, I'm just gonna read it with you. I didn't read it yet. It says that the direct shoulder contact to the ground, expected recovery, low grade AC joint is about less than 2 weeks. So probably, I'm actually expecting him to be probably back for the Liverpool game. That is my opinion. If it's a low-grade sprain in the shoulder, he might be back. Quick return is not off the table. He can actually come back. I also asked my wife. She's as experienced. She's a doctor. And a shoulder injury, if it's not a dislocated shoulder, if it's just a small strain, they can come back as soon as they can. But listen, we wish them speedy recovery. We wish them that both come back. We want all the teams to be healthy, for them to play their best football. We want to see a good title race. We want to see a good football from everyone. We don't want anyone to say that they had injuries. The season got affected by injuries as well. We need everyone at their top spot. But congratulations to Arsenal. Congratulations to Viktor Gyökeres on scoring in his home debut for Arsenal. I can't wait to see Eze and Liverpool play Monday against Newcastle. What a football game I can't wait for. If you're still here, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, guys, if you are new. And I will see you guys on the next video. Turn on the notification bell to know when we go live. And we're out of here, people.